Today we will be learning about equations. An equation has a variable, one or more constants, and an equal sign. In an equation, we are trying to solve for the variable. So in this case, we want to know the number that is added to 3 to get 15. There are many ways we can do this. First, we can use something called guess and check. I am going to guess that 10 plus 3 equals 15. When I add the left side, I get 13. And on the right side, I get 15. Those do not equal, so I have guessed wrong. Now, I can take my next guess and say I am 2 away from 15, so I have to add 2 to my original guess. So I change my guess to 12. 12 plus 3. Does that equal 15? It does! I have guessed correctly. So that tells me that x equals 12, because 12 plus 3 equals 15. The next method we are going to use is called the balance method or isolation. When we are using this method, we have to figure out what operation is being applied to our variable. In this case, we know that x is being added to 3. Now, what we do is we figure out the opposite of adding by 3. So I rewrite the left side of the equation exactly the same. As you can see, x plus 3. And then I do the opposite of adding 3, which is subtracting 3. It is called the balance method because I must do the same thing to both sides. You can see that I put a little square around it to show that I did the same thing to both sides. Now I'm going to look at the left side and cancel, because if I have a number and I add 3 and then subtract 3, those cancel each other out, leaving only x on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, I only need to subtract 3 from 15, which is 12. Now it's your turn. Try to use the balance or isolation method on this one. Now's time to check your answer. Hopefully you determined that 10 was being added to x. So we are going to use the reverse operation and apply that to the left side and the right side. The opposite of adding 10 is subtracting 10. When I do that, I am now able to cancel the 10s on the left side, leaving me x. And on the right side, I simply subtract 10 from 17 to get 7. Check your work.